Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here with another YouTube video with some audio commentary. Now, I don't do commentary for all of my videos due to time constraints. However, this particular video I think deserves some commentary. It features me playing Kolento's Combo Priest. Now, this is a deck that I found on YouTube when watching some of Kolento's videos. There are various iterations of this deck, but this particular version worked very well for me. Now, it's a deck that people generally don't expect. This kind of priest, I don't think it sees a lot of play on sort of unconstructed games. What makes it very unique, of course, is the Inner Fire Divine Spirit combo. So you can double a minion's health and then make the attack power equal the health, and you can do some fantastic damage. It's also very good for clearing the board, but primarily I think you want to buff up your minions and then go face with increased attack power. This deck features a lot of card draw, so you've got Acolytes of Pain, for instance, and there's a lot of defense in this deck as well. You've got Deathlords, which is very good against sort of face and aggro decks. So, all in all, this deck, as I say, was an incredible amount of fun to play. I didn't know what to expect going in with it. I watched one or two videos of it in action, and I thought, okay, well, let's give it a try. To me, initially, it seemed as if the deck lacked something big. Just in terms of attack, I'm used to playing slow priests with mind control, with sludge belchers, and just with a bit more late game, Ysera, for example, maybe Ragnaros, more late game cards that do some significant damage. Or give you sort of more powerful defensive capabilities. So I didn't know what to expect going in, and I was quite scared of the Deathlord, because obviously the Deathlord, when it dies, it gives your opponent a minion on their deck, from their deck on their board. Of course, though, this deck runs a silence, so you can silence your own Deathlord. So, all in all, this deck was a lot of fun to play, and now we're just going to go into 3 different games against 3 different popular classes that you see in Constructed. Right, let's go to the games. So we're heading into our first few games here using this Combo Priest, as it's called. Our first opponent is going to be Paladin. Okay. So the question is always, what kind of Paladin is this? Is this an aggro Paladin? Is this a mid-range Paladin? What kind of Paladin is it? So this opening hand is okay, I think. I got rid of the spell. It's not something that I can play, that spell, I can play early game, Divine Spirit. Something I want to play towards the end game, buffing up a minion, perhaps, and going face. Or even early game, I guess, is okay. If your opponent doesn't have an answer to you doubling the health of a minion, and then making the attack power equal its health, you can run away with the game quite quickly. But Zombie Chow is a really good opener there. It'll contest most things that the Paladin can put down with the coin.
Well met. Greetings.
Okay, so there's the coin.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife Juggler. Okay. So the Paladin wants me to trade, basically. Willing to sacrifice a Knife Juggler. That's okay. So I make the trade. I think that's a worthy trade, and the Juggler is something you don't want to keep on the board. It is very dangerous. But interesting to see it just sacrificed in that way. It must mean there isn't a shielded mini-bot. There isn't another minion the Paladin could play. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. I've got a lot of card draw in my hands here. In my hand, sorry. So I can just attack, heal. There we go, Circle of Healing. That's pretty good. That's going to be even more card draw a bit later down the line, perhaps. So I could just draw lots and lots of cards here and throw my opponent out of the game, potentially, as we progress. The longer the game goes, the worse it is for my opponent, I think. Whether they're a mid-range or even a face paladin. So I can use the Pyromancer here to clear his 1/1s. And I'm going to start by using Divine Spirit on the North Shire. Makes sense.
Right
Okay,
away.
not bad. Could have used Circle of Healing to draw again, but no, it's fine. The onus is on the opponent to clear the 1/5 here. The 1/5 is actually threatening because I think they realise, yes, I think they realise this is a combo priest.
Put this apple on your head.
I think the realisation is there. I find that fascinating, though, sacrificing another juggler on board, although he probably thinks that I can't kill the juggler, which is fair enough. Okay. So I've got lots of options here. I could go for more card draw with the Acolyte, or I could just contest the juggler with the Death Lord. I've already seen Equality used once, so what are the chances he can do it again? I've also got Silence. I can silence my own Death Knight later in the game if I feel that I don't want the Paladin to draw a card from it. So far the deck looks pretty weak, actually. You're looking at this priest deck and thinking, it's pretty rubbish, actually. What's it really accomplishing? You know, I'm about to lose the board. You know, once that sword hits again into the Death Knight, you know, what's this accomplishing? Well, watch and wait, because the deck will prove its worth. It will absolutely prove its worth. I can kill the Knife Juggler quite easily here. I can buff up the Death Lord.
I wonder.
Part of me just wants to silence the Death Lord and trade in with the Knife Juggler, just prevent value for my my Paladin opponent. So what would happen if I use Power Word Shield on the Death Lord? It would become a 6 health minion. It would still die, though, if I traded it in with the Juggler. The sword would still kill it. So here I'm just contemplating, what do I do? What do I do? I mean, I could heal it. I could use Power Word Shield, bring it up to 6, heal it up to 8, trade. It would still die to the weapon and the zombie chow. So I silence it. I think that's the best option, actually. And make it difficult for the Paladin. Draw a card. Maybe I should have drawn the card first. Maybe I should have healed the Death Lord first. Maybe that was bad sequencing on my part. But when the rope is burning, what can you do? Anyway, my board is pretty decent, actually. The sword can kill off the Death Knight, or the Northshire Cleric, or he'd have to use the Zombie Chow and the sword to kill off the Dark Cultist, which is a 3/6. Okay. So that's interesting. Maybe he should have killed off the Dark Cultist, I don't know. Knowing that I'm a combo priest. Interesting. Oh, double a minion's health, Divine Spirit. Wow, I could make that a 3/12. This is where this deck becomes so much fun. So much fun. Because there are all sorts of weird plays you can pull off that are generally unexpected. You don't see this deck on ladder very much. Well, I don't anyway. You don't even see it in arena. So I think it's quite surprising in constructed play to see a deck like this. Therefore, it makes a lot of fun because it's unexpected. The element of surprise is great. So the Paladin sees the Northshire as a threat, okay. And it's turn 7, so when it's turn 7, you play Dr. Boom. That's pretty much Hearthstone, unsaid, unwritten law. You play Dr. Boom, turn 7, because it's such a big threat. So what can I do against Dr. Boom here? The Paladin is down to 21 and 3 cards in hand. I can draw here. I mean, I could put down an Acolyte on the board, another one, take down a Boombot and draw maybe 2 cards. There's options. Not an easy turn to make, though. Not an easy turn to make at all. So I'm going to draw 1 card there. Oh, wow. Well, there's an answer. Oh, 4 damage. That's pretty bad. I was hoping that would have gone face, but no. But I can kill Dr. Boom. That's really important. Really, really important. Valen's chosen. The rope's burning, so I'm panicking a bit here. Remember, this is my first time playing this combo priest, actually, ever. I've never played it before. Only got interested in it because of Kolento playing it, and I thought, oh, it looks pretty cool. So the Dark Cultist is a 5/6. Relatively difficult to take down. Maybe this will tease out the second quality, but no, it brings out Tyrion. Okay, hello Tyrion. Draw another card. Still got card draw for days. This is interesting. Wow. I can make the Dark Cultist a 10/10. Is now the time to do it? Or do I want to trade into Tyrion first? Do I want to just try and get rid of Tyrion? How interesting. I think using Valen's Chosen makes sense here. Although, draw a card first, see what I get. Holy Nova. Alright. Holy Nova. I could... Yeah, Valen's Chosen. May as well double the health. Wow. An 18 health Dark Cultist. Right, beat that. Do I use Circle of Healing? I was contemplating. I thought, no, let's leave it. Let's wait. Let's hold. In case he has a silence on the Dark Cultist, that circle would have been wasted. How is he going to kill the Cultist? Well, okay, throws Tyrion in. He has a 5/3 weapon. Oh, he's attacking. He's tanking 7 to the face. That's really good for me. And Consecration. That's fine. I'm happy with that. He tanked it, cleared it, which is okay. And now I've got a 2/5 on board. And I've got Inner Fire in hand. This deck, well, it's working out really well. I'm nearly out of cards, though. And I've still got an Acolyte of Pain to draw more cards in my hand. That's quite dangerous, actually. We could go to Fatigue. I'm at 28 health, though. That's really good for me. What's the Paladin going to do? Well, he's got a weapon in hand, a 5-attack weapon from Tyrion. That's dangerous. I could find myself being burst down by that weapon, so I've got to be careful. So heal up, make it a 7/7, attack in. If he wants to tank that 7/4 minion, he is welcome to do so. Absolutely welcome to do so. That's 7 to his face. Okay. We need to unload here, and this is the good time to use Circle of Healing, because now he can't kill the 7/7. The 5-attack weapon, the 1-attack ooze, it's not enough. He needs something else. Another Consecration. Hammer of Wrath. Another Equality. He needs something. And Healbot is okay, but not great. Okay, Belcher's good. Belcher's good. And he wants the health, so he kills the zombie chat. Okay, that's fine. Up to 25. Okay. Cabal Shadow Priest. This deck only runs one of those Shadow Priests. But it is quite a slow card, actually. You know, if there's nothing to steal, what do you do with it?
I must consider.
So in this situation, I think I really want to steal something. The question is, what do I steal? Well, do I need to steal anything? I could attack in to get the second ooze on board. I could just Holy Nova here. I mean, that seems relatively sensible. I'm thinking about whether I can do anything with the Acolyte of Pain or with the Dark Cultist. Maybe there are plays here that other people can see that I can't see. I don't know. But Holy Nova is fine. It heals up the Gnomish Inventor. It's a 7/6 now. I trade the Acolyte in. You know, let's just get rid of it. Heal up. And there we go. So he can't kill the Gnomish Inventor. It's a 7/7. It's really difficult to kill. Unless he's got an equality. Or something else. Big Game Hunter. No, he tanked it again. Okay, Consecration. Alright, so he's going to kill it. But he tanked 7 damage. That's so significant. Really significant. Here I'm... Oh, there's a sword again. Okay, fine. Here, I could go face. Or I could kill the 1/1. What do I value here? I'm running out of cards. I've got to be super careful now.
My fate is...
Okay, so I'm not going to reveal the Cabal Shadow Priest just yet. I'm expecting him, you see, to kill the Dark Cultist to buff up the Shade. If he buffs up the Shade, because the Cultist dies, give the Shade some health. I have Inner Fire on the Shade of Naxxramas. That's so strong to finish off this game. So by killing the Cultist, is he just helping himself to kill himself? You know, because now the Shade's a 3/6. Wow, I can make it a 6/6. Now I think it's a good time to use the Cabal. Reveal it, fine. But don't reveal the Shade. Keep the Shade hidden. Yeah, what am I scared of? He's used 2 Consecrations, I think. What am I scared of? I want the Shade to be my win condition. So, let's keep it hidden.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules. Okay. And you're attacking in. Okay. Alright. I'm not seeing what that accomplishes. Oh, actually, maybe I do. So this is a paladin doing defensive paladin things. A mid-range paladin. Okay. Full 7. Oh, wow. Power Word Shield. Power Word Shield theoretically could be bad, because it draws me a card, and I don't want to draw cards. My objective here is to clear the 3/3. To do whatever I can to clear the 3/3. That's the key. So how am I going to do that? Well, I have 8 mana left. I could draw a card with Power Word Shield. So I heal up, because I don't want the Pyromancer's effect to kill the 1/3. Oh, Deathlord. Very nice. So there goes the effect from the Pyromancer. I can cast another spell. It kills the Pyromancer, but now I can kill the Taunt. And now I can go face. And that's it. He needs Big Game Hunter to clear the 8/7. If he has Big Game Hunter to kill the Shade, the 8/7, I lose, but no. There we go, Holy Nova. Just seal the deal. Brilliant. And that is my first time ever playing Combo Priest. So, you know, big thank you to Kolento, who was playing this deck recently. Got the deck from him, one of his iterations of this deck. Hence I've called it Kolento Combo Priest. So we'll play another couple of games with this deck and see how we go. It's very different. It feels very different to playing the normal kind of priest. You know, Light Bomb Priest, Priest with Vol'jin, Priest with big taunts and major removal. This feels very different.
The light shall
In a
bring
good way.
victory.
So we're going up against a mage. Apart from Dr. Boom, I'm not sure if Shadow Word Death is any good, really. Unless it's a mage that plays giants. Some mages do. So Northshire Cleric is decent here. Didn't draw into the zombie chow, so you sort of play the cleric. You hope that there isn't removal, a frostbolt, because the mage has the coin, and the cleric is threatening enough that you want to remove it ASAP, so you coin a spell, you get rid of it. There's the coin.
Put this apple on your
Knife
head.
juggler. Okay. So we double the health, we make it 6 health minion. To remove that now, the mage needs a spell. Flame Cannon. Frostbolt. Needs a spell. Gonna make it quite awkward for him. Or her. Oh, there it is. Frostbolt. Okay. Kind of expected. Was using Divine Spirit okay there? Was it an okay trade-off? Do you know what? I think it was. I think it was. Divine Spirit is sort of a win condition for me, but there it caused him to use a Frostbolt and to trade a Juggler in. I think there was some value there. Perhaps. Should I have held off on it?
Someday I'll
Maybe.
be just like you.
Maybe. Oh, that's value. He should have killed the Acolyte first, or with the Flame Cannon. Or with the Knife Juggler even, as I've just drawn an extra card. That's really good for me. This deck is all about card draw, hence the Acolytes of Pain, the Northshire Clerics. Card draw is so important. So, here I just play 2 minions, 2 decent minions, you know, sort of contests his board. He can clear it, but he'd have to ping, or get a successful juggle off from the Knife Juggler. A knife, I should say.
Put this apple on your
Oh,
head.
second Knife Juggler. Oh, into the zombie chow. Okay. That's good for me, I guess. Or not. It should have been better if it'd gone face. Okay, so he trades the Juggler in. Leaves the zombie chow alive. Okay. I feel he may have misplayed there. I don't know. I think you'd kill the zombie chow first. And then the Dark Cultist? I don't know. See, here I can clear his board. Holy Nova, it's turn 5. It's a common priest play on turn 5. Holy Nova, AoE for 2, clear the board. Yeah. I mean, I could have played the Cleric and healed and done some healing, but no. Better to clear the board, I think, against the mage. I have a feeling that has to be Mirror Entity. It's a very slow turn from the mage. Oh, and that was it. Wow, concede. Turn 5. Amazing. This deck is very, very effective, and you know that's my quest nearly done. That's 2 out of 3, so we're undefeated with this deck so far. Let's try another game. I haven't played enough of this deck, so I don't want to try it on ranked mode. Hence why we're doing it on casual mode. But super, super effective to get a turn 5 concede from a mage. Wow. Alright, warrior. So we've beat a paladin. We've beat a mage. And now we're taking on a warrior. What kind of warrior is this going to be? Is it a patron warrior? Is it a control warrior? Let's see. This hand is okay, I think. Zombie Chow anyway, certainly for turn 1 is brilliant. May force out a weapon from him, a coin weapon. It'll test out to see if he has a weapon. And that'll determine my next plays. Whether I play the Wild Pyromancer or not. Priest games that I've watched from pro streamers will often say, if the Pyromancer's in danger of dying, hold it back, keep it in your hand, don't play it. Because you use the Pyromancer to get value from board clears, basically, clearing low health minions on the board. So, coin. Will there be a coin, and will there be a fiery war axe, or a fiery wind axe, as it's called, often stating that if the warrior gets the fiery war axe on turn 2, or with a coin on turn 1, It's sort of a game-winning play because you're just clearing your opponent's low health minions, and then building up your own board afterwards and maintaining board pressure and board presence. Well, he hasn't used the coin, so I guess there isn't a Fiery War Axe to play on this turn. That'd be good for me. Be really good for me. Oh, really good for me. Okay. So here, I didn't see an axe, so I just play a Wild Pyromancer. The question is, what card did the warrior just draw? Could that be a weapon that was just drawn? I'm hoping that a minion, they just plays a minion here. That would be the best outcome for me. We don't like weapons. Weapons hurt us. They kill our minions. They hurt him too. He tanks some face damage, but yeah. Weapons, we value board presence, and weapons ruin our board presence. So it doesn't seem as if the warrior has an obvious play here. We still don't know what kind of warrior this is. Is it a patron warrior or a control warrior or some form of aggro warrior? OTK warrior. I don't know. Okay, armor up. Very slow plays there. Am I being set up for something here? What am I being set up for? Brawl on turn 5? Or turn 4 brawl with the coin? Need to be cautious, so I think the Dark Cultist is a solid play there. Could have played the Death Lord. Not sure if I want to play the Death Lord yet. If a brawl is incoming and the Death Lord dies, he gets a minion for free. That could really hurt me, especially if it's Control Warrior. That could really, really hurt me if he gets a big legendary for free. So let's hold off on the Death Lord for now. I'm expecting a brawl at some point soon. So let's hold off. The Death Lord really is a mixed bag, really. You know, it's a valuable taunt giver, but its death rattle can be so counterproductive. It's why I don't really like it as a card, but it seems to work in this deck because of the combos with, you know, Divine Spirit, Inner Fire. So he did play a weapon. He coined out the Death Spite. That's good for him. Now, do I want to play the Death Lord to protect my other minions? This is a question to ask. I could Valen's Chosen. I could Dark Cultist. I'm going to go with the Dark Cultist. I'm scared of playing the Death Lord, having it executed, and something big coming down on his board, because I still don't know what kind of a warrior this is. Is it an aggro warrior, an OTK warrior? Is it control? Is it patron? If it's a control warrior, the Death Lord could lose me the game because of its death rattle, summoning a minion from his hand, from his deck, when it dies. So, okay. So this warrior must have a very slow hand. He values the card draw here, but it's very slow. He's down to 22 health. Okay. Down to 19 health. Okay, so the Wild Pyromancer survives. So does the other Dark Cultist. Oh! That's it. Wow. Two early concedes from two different opponents. This deck was a lot of fun to play. And it's certainly something that I'd recommend you play before TGT comes out. If you've never tried Combo Priest before, it really is fantastic. It's so much fun. It seems to win games against established decks. I'm going to pretend or presume that was either a patron or a control warrior. The mage was probably a tempo mage, and the paladin was mid-range. 3 common decks that you go up against. And this deck did a really good job of beating it. So I can't really complain. So I'd really like to thank Kolento for this deck. And I did watch a couple of his games briefly before trying this out. So, a lot of fun. Valen's Chosen, you know, was good to me in this game. Divine Spirit, Inner Fire did prove very effective. I had my doubts, but it was all really quite good and worked out very well. So thank you very much for watching, and please do watch the other videos on my YouTube channel. There's a couple of good ones on there. A 12-0 Hunter arena run that I did recently with some audio commentary, and a 9-win Druid run that's also got audio commentary. So those are on my channel. You can find them in the playlist. But thank you for your time, and I shall see you all soon.